Joining us now live for more on the Osun Governorship election is the APC National Women Leader, Betta Edu. Dr. Edu, thank you for joining us on the news tonight. We saw you recently mobilize the APC National Women's Wing to provide free medical care to some 1,000 women in Osun. Even though the process began in Zamfara, many believe this is a move to mobilize women for the election on Saturday. What have you learned about the role women will play in this election and how popular your party is with them in Osun?
Well, I think, first, thank you for having me. I think women play a very critical role in the entire electioneering process. It's very, very obvious that for anyone, for my party APC, to win the elections, we must actually get mobilized women to come all out en masse and vote. Remember that over 50% of the electorate at almost all the elections are women. And of course, they are patient, they take their time to go through the process, they want to see the results, they wait on it, and they push for whom they believe have done well. We've gone round the state. I've been to at least over 10 local governments in the entire 30 local governments of the state. And we've had very, very warm, excellent reception from women all across the state. Well, we're using one stone to kill two birds. So we're here for mobilization for the entire election process. However, for us at the APC National Women's Wing, we're always very interested in the welfarism of our women, and that's what we're doing right here in Osun State.
How do you respond to the opposition who are saying that the only time you remember women like this is during election, and that perhaps the women in Osun would require some more institutional system of provision that will cater to them beyond election period?
So we've been to Zamfara, we've been to Castina, we've been to Nasarawa. These states are not running elections even in the next, let's say, 8 months, right? So it's beyond elections. We're out to really empower the Nigerian woman. In Zamfara, we had empowerment for female farmers. So women who are farmers is the beginning of a farming season, and we're saying, this is our own donation from APC to empower you financially, so you don't have to sit down and get bought over by anybody for peanuts. Once you have your own financial strength, you're able to make decisions for yourself. But more importantly is the fact that the governor of Osun State, His Excellency Electoral, has performed excellently well in the last 4 years. He has empowered women. He has ensured that women are being mainstreamed by giving them appointments and even elective positions. And as we go into this election, there's even more promise to go beyond what he has done in the last 4 years. And so women are confident coming all out to vote for a governor who has performed well. Of course, other key women that have come from Osun State, as well as other key stakeholders, have played an important role in buying the confidence of our women to support Governor Electoral come Saturday.
Talk to us about the factors that you think would decide this particular poll, particularly now that your party has been accused of vote buying. How do you respond to these claims, and what precisely would you say that are the strong points that will give your party some advantage come Saturday?
So first and foremost, my party has been on the field campaigning, reaching out, mobilizing, reconciling, and doing a great job. And the opposition party is not out there doing the same thing, right? They've been going through each local government, holding rallies, holding activities, engaging the people like they have always done within the last 3.5 years. But the opposition is not doing same. And then tomorrow, when you have a landslide victory, they come all out and say you are vote buying. We're not interested in buying the votes. This is a referendum on what the governor has done in the last 4 years. He has performed well. that's enough to get him the victory. And of course, very important is the fact that our presidential candidate, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has been on ground doing a lot of work here in Osun too to get more people on the side of the APC. He's done lots of work and he's a big influence that will draw a lot more persons on our side come Saturday. Beyond that, we have a very popular national secretary in the person of Senator Mushiri. He's been on ground for the last 3 weeks. For the last 3 weeks, he's been on ground, going from door to door, knocking on doors, trying to discuss with aggrieved members, trying to engage young people, youths, women, and indeed even the aged, senior party members, stakeholders who are aggrieved, to bring them all together so that we can work for one cause. This is work that has been ongoing and we believe would give our party that advantage come Saturday.
You have talked about the influence of the incumbent governor and his performance in the past 4 years, as well as the presidential candidate of your party and the national secretary. But how much impact do you see the perception of the current administration's performance have on this particular election? And I'm talking about the President Muhammadu Buhari administration.
Of course, President Muhammadu Buhari has done quite a lot in the southwestern part of the country and have had several federal interventions that have been given to the people of Osun State. They have been beneficiaries, of course, from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, from the Ministry of Transport and Ministry of Works. They have benefited from the government of His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari. All of this put together is a concerted effort to get APC across that line, and not just across the line neatly with a wide margin.
Betta Edu is the APC national woman leader, and she's talking to us live from Osun. We wish you and your party the best come this Saturday. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for having me.